I've always liked motorcycles since I can remember. When I used to watch them passing by as a little kid, uh, used, I just used to look at them and say, whoa, I really need to ride one of those one day. The riders, they looked so peaceful and full of joy, and it looked really fun. I started riding motorcycles when I was about 12 years old. I had this older cousin that taught me, and when my parents found out, oh man, I almost scared them to death that day. And they definitely did not approve of me riding motorcycles. They would say things was like, that is for bad people, or it was too dangerous. And since then, I just started riding bikes, my friends' bikes, hidden from my parents. When I made 18, I finally was able to buy my own motorcycle with all the money I saved. And since I was old enough to carry that responsibility, my parents didn't worry about me so much. And they started even enjoying it and getting interested in motorcycles. I taught my dad how to ride, my sister, now even my girlfriend rides with me. And I used to get the motorcycle and go everywhere around town with it, do everything with it. But I actually remember the first time that I took the bike to the road and I felt the tire hitting the asphalt, and the sounds, the vibration of the motorcycle, the smells around me, and the winds and the sun on my face. I was just taken away that day. After this day, motorcycles has been my thing, and everything in my life has been related to it somehow. But I still had the dream of getting a Harley. I mean, it's motorcycle and it's rider's lifestyle, it's different. They have something magical and mystical about it. It truly inspired people to enjoy life. Around 2021, I got my first Harley. I was able to buy my first Harley. I was so pleased that day. It was amazing, man. You know, it was just something magical for me. And I got this Harley Sportster 8083. I got the bike from the store and I just rode the whole weekend with it. When it came on Monday, I already had to take it to the store for service. And the people that worked there was just like, dude, you even got some sleep this weekend? It was crazy. I mean, I had really good connection with the motorcycle. It was everything for me. I just wanted to ride, and with a good bike I was able to ride further more. And my friends, they also started getting some Harleys. We just started to traveling and touring more, even more. We went all the way with the bike to Rio de Janeiro, to São Paulo, to Florianópolis, Montevideo, Punta del Este, a lot of places here around the south of South America. There was this once I also went to Mexico. I rented a Road King, and I rode all of the Quintana Roo states. It was about 1,500 kilometers in 1 week. And then there was this other time I went to to Barcelona, I also rented a Harley, and I went all the way to Italy by the south seaside of France, you know, the Côte d'Azur. It was amazing, just going through the seaside, watching the blue sea on my side, and all of the warm wind on my face just blew me away. It was a magical adventure. It has a really good spirit, you know. A lot of people who don't ride bikes often ask me, but what is in motorcycle riding that you like so much? And I always tell them, there isn't one thing in particular that I love, but if I had to choose, it's the sensation of accomplishment. Each ride that you do, it's new experience, new feelings, and each trip that you make, you get to know more about yourself and your bike. Sometimes you go through some really harsh times on the roads, and at the end of it all, it's like if you conquered something new. It's really a personal moment of who are you going to be, what you're going to do. It's a filler for the brain. I mean, every time you get angry after work, you just get the motorcycle, and after riding 10 minutes, you completely forgot why we were angry. Once you have tried it, and if you like it, you'll never leave. In my vision, people travel in bubbles, and the motorcycle takes you out of the bubble. People today, they worry so much about little things. I mean, you're alive. What else do you want? We should be grateful and remember that we're here only for a short amount of time, and time passes really fast. What did you do with it? I have this dream that and I have a project for it, and I'm really focusing on saving money for it, that I want to just go around the world, with the motorcycle, with my Harley. And since I'm a photographer and filmmaker specialized in motorcycles, touring, and the lifestyle, what I want to do is a web series and a photography book so I can inspire and show other motorcyclists this adventure. Well, and today I have my 2008 Night Train. That was my dream bike since I was a kid, and I can't see me doing this achievement without it, because for me, each motorcycle has their own soul. I believe that they are alive, and by getting this job, it'll put me closer to this dream, with all the new experiences, new adventures. And since I'm a guy that doesn't need much for a motorcycle trip, I mean, I don't need 5-star hotels, I don't need to eat in all of the expensive restaurants in the world. For me, motorcycle trips are meant to keep it simple. Obviously, you're gonna need a good motorcycle, because you're gonna spend some days on the road and she'll probably be your best friends. Some reliable gear, like pretty much anything that keeps you warm and dry, and an adventure spirit. Since I'm an outgoing guy, I get along with anyone pretty easily, and that's the reason I like to travel through hostels, because you get to know people from everywhere around the world. I mean, you get to know different people there, you get to hear a lot of new stories, but I like it especially when I meet other bikers at gas stations on the roads, that we just talk with them, and we decide to do the next spreads together. You travel together. Sometimes you even get some couple of beers together. You probably found a friend for life. I don't mind riding, and that's what I want to keep doing. You know, there's nothing in my life that it's like it, and it's part of who I am and what I want to be. This job would be great for me because not only it's going to put me closer to my dream travel, I'll be able to show people that bikers are not bad, but we just have a different view about the world. And that if you get a motorcycle, especially a Harley, you'll be part of a huge family that values experiences, adventures, instead of working the whole day just to buy superficial things. As I'm not married, I don't have kids, and I have my own business, I have no reasons not to apply for this job. And this way, I can travel and do whatever Harley Davidson Europe needs with no issues. With this opportunity, I'll be able to discover and show people new places, different routes, and all diversity of cultures and people around Europe. This continent has a lot to offer for bikers. They have so many beautiful landscapes and roads, like Col de Turini in France. It's kind of difficult to know where you're gonna start. But after analyzing the European map, I would really like to start through Lisbon. Not because I'm Portuguese, but if you look at the map, it's a really good starting point. I would start this travel by Lisbon, then we would head up north, of Portugal, then north of Spain, and we will do the northeast seaside of Spain until we cross the border of France. We'll go to the northwest of France by Bordeaux, Saint-Emilion, Mont-Saint-Michel, all the way to Calais. Then from Calais we would cross to England. Then in England we go all the way to Liverpool, so we would cross again to Ireland, do a round trip in Ireland to visit some landscapes, and go all the way to Belfast. We cross again to England and go to Hull. From Hull we go to Belgium, then we do a round trip through Belgium and another round trip in Netherlands. From Netherlands we can go to Hamburg, then go to Denmark. After Denmark we can go all the way to Oslo, then we cross to Stockholm. In Stockholm we get a ferry and cross to Finland in Turku. Then from Turku we can go to Helsinki. Helsinki we get another ferry and cross to Estonia. From there we go south all the way to Poland. From Poland we can go to Germany and then do a round trip through Germany. Continue south by Czech Republic, Austria, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, and Turkey in Istanbul. From there we continue south to Greece, and then we can also visit their islands. Then we head up north again all the way to Austria, cross to Switzerland. From Switzerland we'll go to Italy, do a round trip in Italy. Then as soon as we get to Geneva we can do this south side by Monaco, Nice and Cannes all the way to Barcelona. In Barcelona we can continue by the south side of Spain until we get to Gibraltar, cross to Morocco, do a round trip in Morocco, come back again and enter through the south of Portugal all the way to Lisbon, when we started this whole amazing adventure. Visiting most of the capitals and big cities is amazing, but what I really wish to do is to visit countryside and different routes in Europe. After some research I found some places that I would love to ride through. Places like Col di Turini, Corsica, Mont Ventoux to Alpe d'Huez, and then Alpe d'Huez to Sahel in France, Cat and Fiddle Run, and then the south coast of England, Transfagarasin Highway in Romania, Stelvio Pass, Umbro Pass in Italy, Trollstigensten and the Atlantic Road in Norway, and many other routes around Europe that I would love to discover. My name is Emilio, I'm 25, I'm Portuguese, and I love to ride.
Hit the road.